Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I thought that I would just go through what makeup products that I bring with me whenever I go on vacation, like vacation friendly products, and I thought that I would show you one of the looks that I like to do. A lot of these products are actually new and I'm planning on adding to my vacation package just because I really just have to have them. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. Okay, so the first product that I love bringing with me when I go on vacation is the Benefit Foolproof Brow Powder. This is in the shade number 5. And the reason why I love this one so much is because, I mean, yes, my hair is dark right now, so I mainly use the very last color. But when my hair is lighter, this brown, it's literally perfect for me to use. And I literally just go in with an angled brush. This one is the Morphe E11. I bring all of my brushes with me, like, like no exceptions. Like, I bring all my brushes with me just because you never ever know exactly what you're going to need or what products you're going to use. So that is why I bring all of my brushes. I just see no reason to leave them at home because, I mean, again, when you're going on vacation, you have no idea what exactly you're going to do all the time, so it's good to always be prepared. Alright, brows are on, looking mighty fine, and another reason why I love bringing this is because inside of it, it has this little device or whatever. I do not use this sponge-ish thing or whatever, but inside there's also a spoolie, so we all always need a spoolie. Alright, moving on. The next thing that I bring, you guys know I love to do my eyes next. I don't bring like an eye primer or anything like that. I just bring, oh my god, this is a lot. I mean, this might be a lot for some people. I bring these concealers along with me. I bring my I bring my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Just depending on what kind of a finish that I want. This is my more satin finish. I bring my Colourpop No Filter concealer. This is my like really glowy dewy concealer. Of course, I bring my Tarte Shape Tape if I want to be more matte. And then for doing cut creases and stuff, or if I need to, for some odd reason, lighten a concealer up, I also bring my Kat Von D Lock-It concealer in the shade Whiteout. I do have the Colourpop concealer in the shade 00, which is white. It is white, not basically, it is white. But I like to bring this one along with me in case I do want to do a cut crease on vacation. If it's like a really big event, then I bring this guy. And then for foundations, I love to bring my Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation for more like satin finish looks, and then for more dewy looks I like to bring the Makeup Revolution Stick Foundation, and then for more matte looks I like to bring my Maybelline Superstay Multi-Use Stick Foundation. I like to bring sticks with me just because they're less likely to break, you know, while on board. So right now, first things first, I'm going to go in with the Colourpop concealer just as my eye primer, just to, you know, just to prime these bad boys up. And sometimes, like most of the time, I'll just go in with my finger just for the sake of the video. Let me just grab a brush if I can find one. Okay, good, found one. This is just a Scone Large shadow brush. I got this in my Ipsy Glam bag. We're carving out the brows. Alright, so then once all of that is just blended out, this is actually another thing that I take with me on vacation. This is the MAC Studio Fix powder in Shivering White. I love this stuff, and I'm going to set my brow bone using this. So now moving on to the rest, I bring up to 3 eyeshadow. Not eyeshadow. I bring up to 3 palettes with me, and like I bring multi-use palettes. Like the first palette that I bring is the BH Cosmetics Carli Bybel Deluxe palette, just because there's so much in here. There's a lot in here. Like there's a lot of gorgeous, gorgeous shimmer colors in here, and there's a lot of really nice cool tone and neutral shadows in here, and oh my god, I love it. And then I'm forgetting what other palettes I brought along with me. I literally think I just brought that one and then a thing of bronzer with me, but now like everything can be a little bit more compact because there's like everything in a palette. So another palette that I bring is the Morphe 8L palette. Like it has like a shitload of like warm like bronzer colors in here, which I absolutely am obsessed with. And you can even like, even if you're on the go, you can even just get away with just bringing this palette, because you got a bronzer color, you got a contour color, you got a crease color, you got like a lower lash line color, you have some lid shades, you got some shimmers up in here. Like it's literally perfect. And then the other palette that I love, that I will now love to bring with me on vacation as well, no pun intended, it's the Dose of Colors Desi X Katy Round 2 friend-cation palette, because I mean, just look at all of these shades in here. Like this way you can get a more intense look if you wanted to, and also there's not shades like these in the other palettes. These are like, the Morphe one has more like warm shades, and then the Carli Bybel has more cool tone, and then these are a little bit more neutral, obviously with the exception of this one right here. This one is very warm, and this one's like a neutral to warm. But yeah, bottom line, those are the palettes I love to bring with me. So first things first, I'm going to take the Desi X Katy Round 2 Dose of Colors friend-cation palette. God, that was a mouthful. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to grab this Morphe E32 brush, just a really big fluffy brush, and I'm going to grab this shade right here called Basic, and I'm just going to pop that into the crease and blend it in to that white color right there. That way it doesn't just look too stark. And then I'm going to take the Morphe M441 brush right here, and I'm going to dip in to Necessary a tad bit. I'm going to be a little bit more precise with this, but still diffuse it. Now I'm going to go in with a more precise brush. This is the Morphe M433, and what do I want to even do? Alright, yeah, I'm going to dip into Churro, because it's real big indeed. And a trick to getting it really precise is tilting your head back a little bit. That way you can see like the actual socket. And again, I'm barely touching my eyeball. I'm just trying to lay that color down before we go in to blend out that line. And I'm focusing most of that color on the outer corner. Alright, and now to just diffuse the edges, I'm going to dip into Necessary again, and I'm going to dip it with this, I don't even know the name of this brush at all, like schlepped off of it. It's a T35 brush. I got this in my Ipsy Glam bag. And now we're going to go in just to diffuse the edges. And again, make it just look more blown out and diffused, and that way there's no harsh lines. Alright, and now moving on to the lid color. I'm actually going to take one of the shimmer colors from the Carli Bybel palette. I think I'm going to take this gold shade right here, and I'm initially I'm just gonna go in with my finger, just taking that all over the lid. And this could be a little bit more intense, so this is another thing that I bring with me. I'm going to take my MAC Fix Plus and just spray my brush real quick, and then take that shade again. And just, yep, there we go. There she is. She has arrived. So perfect. Alright, you know what? I feel like being a little bit extra, so I really feel like being extra. So I'm actually going to go back into the Dose of Colors palette, and I'm going to take Just a Kiss. And I'm going to first pick some up on the brush. I want this super intense, and I'm going to wet it, some MAC Fix Plus, and then press it in again. And I just want it like right in here. We're good. Oh my God! Oh my Lanta. I'm taking this all the way into the inner corner. Okay. Alright, before I move on to mascara, I'm just going to do the other eye off camera, and I will be right back. Alright, now both eyes are done. Now another necessity that you not only use in your makeup routine, but you bring on vacation. A lash curler. Like, it's an absolute must. Alright, and now another muy importante thing is waterproof mascara. My favorite is the waterproof Lancome Monsieur Big mascara. I just find that not only waterproof mascara keeps your lashes curled longer, and I just love the formula and the wand on this, but I mean, when you're going on vacation, like, you might cry a few times, you might get wet or water splashed on you a couple of times, and you obviously do not want that to ruin your makeup, so waterproof mascara. Alright, and now before doing the lower lash line and everything, let's move on to the face. Now, again, I like to be a little bit more on the lighter side when I travel, so I'm literally just gonna prep my face with some MAC Fix Plus. Make sure the mascara didn't clump up or run. Nope. That's how you know it's good waterproof mascara. I'm just gonna pat that into the skin because I find it is a really good prep. Now we're gonna go in with the face stuff. Now I'm just gonna show you guys what I would do if, like, this is not really that much of a full glam situation. Like, this is more like, you know, we're getting ready to, like, maybe go out to the clubs, have a good time. So I'm only going to do some spot concealing and stuff. I'm not in the mood to, like, bring anything down my neck, so I'm not going to use the Maybelline foundation just because, yes, this is the lightest one, but it is still too dark on me. This is more of like a full glam, maybe want to tan myself up a little bit more, so I'm not going to go in with that guy. And we're going to say hi to the Makeup Revolution one. This is their stick foundation. This is the shade F1. And I'm going to just, you know, do some nice stripage. On my face. I'm just gonna start with that, and then I'm gonna blend that out using my Morphe Y6. Make it look so nice and dewy and lovely. And now, a really good trick is when you're going on vacation, you want to make sure that you're not piling on too much makeup, because, I mean, obviously, then it's all gonna, like, schlep off anyways. And so, now for concealer. It's time for concealer, yes. So, I mean, obviously, we're gonna say goodbye to the Kat Von D one. And then we want to make sure that we're doing, like, a very nice highlighted type of look. And I want to keep this glowiness going on. So, we're gonna take that Colourpop concealer, only in the areas we want to, like, super highlight ourselves. So that's gonna be right here, the very tip of the nose, right here, tip of the chin, and a little bit there, just a wee bit. Yeah, and I'm gonna blend that out with my It Cosmetics. Which one are you? This one is their 223 highlighting and blending brush. I like to use this to blending out highlighting concealer shades. Just because, like, look at that. It just does it so well and so super, super quick. Like, I really, really love it. And then, you know, just to help, like, spot conceal, I'm going to use my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. So, we're going to do it right there on the chin, sides of the mouth. I have a little breakout right there. We're also going to do it to cancel out any darkness on the sides of our eyes. And then I have some hyperpigmentation on the side of my face, like right there. So we're going to go over that little spot as well. Then, just to make sure that we're, like, patting in that area and it's, like, very precise, I do bring my beauty blenders with me as well, but I'm just too lazy to get one wet right now. So I'm going to go in with that Morphe E23 brush. It's what we used in our crease, but make sure to clean it off or just have another clean one on you. And we're just going to go in and just pat in those areas, because, again, you get the most coverage by patting instead of swiping in those areas. And I like to get down here as well, just because I get a lot of redness, like, all around my nose. Alright, and now to set everything, make sure that it does not go anywhere. I love to take my RCMA No Color Powder. So first things first, what I like to do is take a very fluffy but still flat brush. I got this little rose brush here from Target, so I'll just stick it on in there. Get rid of any excess, and then I'll just go over those areas and just pat on any of the areas that we went in and just spot corrected. just like that. That way we're not moving any of the coverage that's on there. To set the rest of our face, I don't want to get rid of too much of the glow, so we're just gonna do a very, very light dusting. Whenever I want just a very light dusting, this is like the fluffiest, airiest brush that I have right here. I got this in my Ipsy Glam bag. It just says Firma 102. I don't know. So again, we're gonna dip into that powder, schleff off any excess like that, and then we're just gonna lightly graze. Just gonna lightly graze our face. Perfect. And then for baking your face, like if you are not able to wet a sponge right now, or if you're like at home and you don't really want to wet a sponge because you're in the groove of everything, for a brush that I love using for baking is this one right here. This is the Morphe R3. It's perfect. It gets so much powder onto it, and so now you want to dunk it in. I mean, obviously tap off any, get rid of any excess so that way it's not just flying everywhere, but don't like do that thing. And again, we want to make sure you give just one last tap. You can just use your finger just to get rid of any last minute lines where the concealer might have sunk into. And then you just go to town. We're just gonna let that sit, and we're also going to take a little bit of the Shivering White and this Real Techniques setting brush right here. Just gonna grab that and just press that into the areas that you again want super highlighted. And now we're gonna move on to bronzer slash contouring. I do feel like giving myself a little bit of a contour today, so I'm going to take my Morphe M530 and the Morphe 8L palette. This video is not sponsored by Morphe. I know I keep using their products, but I just really love their products. I'm going to mix Literati and Donut for my contour shades. For my contour shade, and just go in like that. Just like that. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm not trying to go too crazy with the contouring or anything, because I just want it very, I want it very light. Like, I mainly want to focus on blush and highlighter. So that's it for the contouring. And then for the blush, again, I do not bring like an actual blush. I literally just, I'll use eyeshadow as my blush. I'm actually going to mix this shade right here from the Dose of Colors palette called Girl Bye. And I'm going to mix that with this top shade right here from the Carli Bybel palette. And I'm going to take this on my Morphe E3. This is my blush brush. But, oh my god. These are like super pigmented, so, oh my god. After that initial application, you want to be super, super, super careful. And you just want to blend that out as quickly and as good as possible. Oh my jeez. Just to lighten that up just a little bit, I'm going to take this pink shade right here from that Carli Bybel palette, and I'm just going, and yeah, I'm gonna go over top of it. Again, just to lighten it up a little bit, because again, I think I went too ham. And now for bronzer, I'm going to take the shade Debutante on my Morphe M527. I'm just going to plaster her in there with that, and then just go over. Don't forget to get the ears. Don't forget to get the ear and the neck. Put a little bit. That was way too much. A little bit up here to wipe away some of that bakage that we got going on. Just to contour the nose, I'm going to take Donut. Just a little bit though. This is another brush that I got in my Ipsy Glam bag. It completely rubbed off, but it's just that. Just gonna go in. I think that was way too much, so I'm going to take more powder on just this really fluffy brush and just I'm just going to try and diffuse that because that looks a little bit too harsh. Just gonna try to diffuse that as much as possible. All right, now let's just wipe away this bakage. All right, now let's quickly finish off the lower lash line. I'm going to take this Morphe pencil brush. This is the M431, and I'm going to dip into Necessary and mix it with Churro. And I'm mainly focusing this on the outer portion of my eye just to connect. Alright, and now we're also going to hit the lower lashes with some mascara as well. And then as far as eyeliner, I don't really bring eyeliner with me, you guys, just because I never know what kind of a look I'm going to want to do. And therefore, I have just way too many eyeliners. You know, so I just don't even bother to bring them. I'm also doing one more coat of mascara on top just to get rid of some of that powder that might have fallen onto my lashes. And you don't even need false lashes, you know, like with a look like this. It's just very soft and pretty and just very smoked out and diffused, you know, like it looks really, really nice in my opinion. Now moving on to highlight. Let me just close this powder before I spill it everywhere, because knowing me, I would definitely do that. So moving on to highlighting. So with this look, I think I first want to take the shade Lit from the 8L palette, and I'm first gonna take that on my Morphe M510, just a little bit. Ooh, yeah, that's so pretty. That's so pretty. Alright. And I feel like I need maybe a little bit more of a peach-ish type of tone. I'm going to take this other rose brush, and I'm going to dip into that other pink shade that I used for my blush. And I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm going to spray it with a little bit of Fix Plus, just because I want my cheeks to have that glow. A little bit more of it, so I'm going to just take it and hit my cheeks with it. Just like that. Now I'm just going to spray my face with some Fix Plus. And sometimes, I mean, I also live to take another highlighter with me, like just alone by itself, preferably one, like a putty one, whether it's a Colourpop one or a Steal It one. I take them both with me, but in this case, I'm going to use the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in Double Down. And I'm just going to put that on the very tip of my nose. The very highest point of my cheek. On my Cupid's bow. And on the brow bone. And on the very inner corners of my eyes. And oh yeah, that's what it needed. Now it's time for lips. Guys, I bring so many lip products along with me just because, like, you never ever know. One of the first things that I bring with me is this NARS Orgasm Afterglow Lip Balm. It's really, really pretty, and it's nice and hydrating, you know, for your lips, but it's a little bit too pink for this look, so I'm going to get rid of right now everything that's a little bit too pink. So that and the L'Oreal X Havana Camila Cabello Lip Dew in Serendipity. That one's also a little bit too pink. And the Rihanna, the Fenty Beauty Hyper Glitz Lipstick in Starlit. That's a little bit too, you know. And then I definitely also don't want anything too light, so I'm gonna say goodbye to the Joseph Colors X Katy X Desi Round 2 lip gloss in the Most. That's gonna be way too stark. I definitely need a bronzier base. This one's also going to be too light. This is the L'Oreal X Belmont lipstick in Urban Safari. That one's going to be way too light. I think the Desi X Katy Joseph Colors Round 2 lipstick in Hey Girl is going to be too dark. So for my base, I'm going to go in with this L'Oreal Collection exclusive JLo lipstick in the shade 370 Jennifer's Nude. Oh, and another thing, I do not bring lip liners with me for vacation just because there's no need. There's really no need. You can overdraw with lipstick. You just have to take the time. Be a little bit more precise with it. I don't bring any like really, really crazy colors either, just because, again, no matter which look I want to do, it always goes with a nude. And you know what? Now looking at this lip, I am gonna actually add a little bit of Hey Girl, mainly as a liner. And I kind of want to do that ombre effect, so this is gonna be on the outer corners. Yeah, I definitely think that helped a lot. And so then for the center, I don't want anything too gold, so I'm gonna say goodbye to Over the Top. I want something very, very intense and reflective, so I'm gonna say goodbye to the Kevyn Aucoin, the lip gloss in Candlelit, and also the L'Oreal X No Kill LA X Colourpop lip gloss in Wham, and also the Joseph Colors lip gloss in Bria. No, not Bria. Brio. I think this other lip gloss is gonna be too dark. This is the another lip dew from the L'Oreal X Havana Camila Cabello. This one is in Lit Up. So now what is left are these two, the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow, and then, but I have a feeling that this one's going to be too dark, so I have a feeling this is our winner. We're going to go in with the Jouer Lip Topper in Skinny Dip. I think that, oh yes. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what that needed. Alright guys, this is the final look. We are all done. Alright guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this little what I bring on vacation with me / get ready with me / tutorial. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see a little bit more about my makeup and like all the different products that I have and all the different products that I love, or like a favorites. Like, just let me know what you guys want to see in the comment section down below. And yeah, so all the products that I used will be in the description box down below. And yep, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.